Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You're tuned into a Candid Crypto Saturday session. Today, Michael and I are going to be exploring Polygon and Matic. This episode format is going to be a little different. It's going to have an accompanying video, which you can view on YouTube. We recommend following along with the video, but we're also going to provide commentary on our research and our findings and our thought process behind the Polygon network. So for those of you who are on mobile or are on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can just listen in as we research and figure out what the Polygon network is and what kind of value it delivers to end users. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so I'm going to kick things off by literally going to the Polygon website, polygon.technology.
Liam, is there a reason why you wanted to research Polygon right now?
I have seen Polygon appear a lot in DeFi products. It's oftentimes a way for you to fund a wallet in a DeFi application. And I've heard that Polygon is cheaper than Ethereum, that it's faster than Ethereum, and I really want to get to the bottom of why people might choose Polygon over Binance or Ethereum or any other blockchain. So, first things first, Michael may have stumbled onto the other Polygon.
Not the Polygon website we want.
Nope. But Polygon.technology will be your, yep, there you go. So,
they need to work on their SEO.
Yeah, seriously. I find that with a lot of DeFi stuff, actually, that they don't have good search engine optimization. So the hook here on the website is that it is Ethereum's Internet of Blockchains. It's a protocol and framework for building and connecting Ethereum-compatible blockchain networks. Okay. Built by developers for developers.
It sounds a little familiar to Polkadot. Well, here it is.
The multi-chain system is akin to other ones like Polkadot, Cosmos, Avalanche, but with three major upsides. It's able to fully benefit from Ethereum's network effects, it's inherently more secure, and it's more open and powerful. The first point is what intrigues me. Benefiting from the Ethereum network effects. Everyone uses Ethereum DeFi products, and a lot of people who are in DeFi typically are interacting with Ethereum-based products. So the pain points that this website hits on right off the bat are that Ethereum has low throughput, has a poor user experience, and that there's no sovereignty. Interesting. Okay, so they're purporting that there's no specialized framework to build Ethereum-compatible blockchains, nor a protocol to connect them. And this causes ecosystem fragmentation. We actually glossed on this in the Polkadot episode, because Polkadot's trying to accomplish the same thing. Blockchains inherently can't message each other. You have to build bridges, or you have to come up with other solutions to send messages across blockchains.
Yeah. And this one is just... it's optimized specifically for Ethereum, where some of the alternatives are trying to reach a broader audience.
Perhaps. That's what my assumption is right now, but I'm going to open up the white paper and see.
I'm looking at kind of the team and who founded it, and I'm pretty sure John T. Kanani butchered that, but I'm pretty sure he was part of the Ethereum co-founding team.
Really? Here, click his LinkedIn to see if that's on his history. Holy crap! You have 37 LinkedIn notifications.
Hey. Polygon. Oh, wow. He probably would have it on here.
Okay. But he seems to have a history in data science. Interesting. All right. So I am looking at the Matic network white paper, which seems to be distinct from the actual Polygon white paper. I wonder why that is. How about... So first, I'm going to actually look at the Polygon network white paper and figure out what kind of the value prop here is. Yep, so if you click on Polygon light paper...
You're looking at the light paper?
The light paper, yes. That's interesting. Okay.
I love that. And to be honest, this is probably a lot heavier than most people can handle.
Okay, so Polygon claims to have the solution for an interoperability protocol. So exchanging arbitrary messages with Ethereum and other blockchain networks, growing set of modules for developing custom networks, adapter modules for enabling interoperability for existing blockchain networks. Okay, so...
Features. That's what's really interesting.
So it's compatible with Ethereum. It's scalable. There's security because of the modular security as a service.
And a pool of professional validators through that security service.
Interesting that in the user experience part of the features, they say comparable to Web 2, zero gas transactions, instant or deterministic transaction finality.
I wonder why they would want to make that comparison.
I have often heard that, well, not just heard, but also lived it. Web3 products are, oftentimes more cumbersome than... So let's put into comparison. Buying a product on Stripe, pretty easy. Buying a product using MetaMask can be a little more cumbersome.
Yeah.
In essence, the maturated Web 2 is things like Stripe or Square or other payment processors that let you quickly and easily send funds from your credit card or debit card to a merchant. I think that's the analogy they're trying to draw here.
Okay.
And then as far as the developer experience goes, they say equivalent to Ethereum. There's no protocol level knowledge required, no token deposits, fees, or permissions. Okay, so this is... So far, this white paper is just a lot of high-level stuff.
It's the light paper.
That is true. It is the light paper. Okay. Let's, it's 16 pages. We're on page 8. Let's see if we get a good understanding of what Polygon really does.
Well, I'm looking at the chains. Okay, you are too. Page 6. Standalone chains. This is... Yeah, I mean, the research is very similar to Polkadot, where they have relay chains, paired chains, and bridges, and I'm sure they have their own versions of those. And it looks like standalone chains, secured chains, and maybe there's only 2.
Interesting. So in architecture, they define 4 abstract composable layers. There's the execution layer, which consists of the Ethereum virtual machine, and then EWASM, which I assume stands for Ethereum WebAssembly. We'd need to double check that though. But in essence, there's a smart contract. There's a portion of the execution layer that deals with smart contracts, then an actual execution environment. Then we have the Polygon networks layer, the optional security layer, and the Ethereum layer. So, okay, so Polygon chains can use Ethereum to host and execute any mission-critical component of their logic. Then the security layer is for validators that periodically check validity of any Polygon chain for a fee, which is actually has a typo in it. For a fee. Okay. And then there's the Polygon network layer, which consists of transaction, collation, local consensus block production.
I like slide 9 about the positioning.
Yeah. Okay, so Polygon in their chart shows that Polkadot doesn't have Ethereum compatibility. To be fair, we didn't notice any Ethereum compatibility or Ethereum bridge with Polkadot during our research phase. I don't know if that's changed, but
I know there are bridges, but maybe that's not what they mean by Ethereum compatible.
compatibility, yeah. And then in addition, the developer experience for Polkadot is apparently absent, while with Polygon is there.
That doesn't seem right.
The developer experience and the user experience criteria seem a little iffy. I'm not quite sure that's a dot matrix kind of table worthy. Like that seems to me like a very high level selling point.
Do you know what the middle one is? Quorum? 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 Or is that an O?
Quorum.
Quorum?
I have not quorum. So let's see what quorum is really quick. Quorum crypto. Okay, so Quorum is a competitor technology.
Okay.
It's interesting though because I would have thought that all of the columns in this table would be proper nouns, but they aren't. Side chains is not a proper noun. Sharding is not like, it doesn't refer to a project specifically, but Quorum does, Cosmos does, Polkadot, and Polygon all do. This
a little all over the place.
It's a little all over the place. Okay, so my first impression of this Polygon white paper is that the light paper, I'm sorry. The Polygon light paper is not exactly explaining to me where the value is being generated. I understand that it's an interoperable blockchain with perhaps a novel architecture, but I don't quite see the product yet. Now, maybe that wasn't the intention of this light paper. I'm going to go ahead now and switch gears to the Matic white paper. So Matic being the native token for Polygon. So in the Matic abstract, the assumption made is that networks are quote-unquote crippled during high network load times. Essentially, this means that even the most advanced and widely used platforms are not ready for mass adoption yet. Then they say, on the other hand, there are a few smart contract platforms which boast of higher transaction throughput, like Binance, but they compromise on decentralization, like Binance, in order to improve transaction speeds. Also, many of the upcoming solutions propose developing their own blockchains, neglecting the billions of dollars the market cap that dApps and other projects have already created on platforms like Ethereum and others. Yeah, okay. So Matic Network strives to solve the scalability and usability issues while not compromising on decentralization and leveraging the existing developer community and ecosystem. It's an off/sidechain solution for existing platforms to provide scalability and superior user experiences to dApps/user functionalities. Okay.
Yeah, and it sounds like they really are focusing on obviously scalability, but they have a lot of competitors. But it seems like they highlight Polygon and Matic being way more user friendly. And I mean, I do believe that's important when it comes to making this widely adopted. They have to be user friendly. It's like, why is Apple so popular?
They do.
The user interface is perfect.
The user experience for Ethereum can be considered poor currently. Like, a swap on Uniswap is just frankly too expensive most of the time. You know what I mean? Like, you want to flip $50 worth of US dollar coin, which I need to do because I have $50 of USDC, I can't affordably flip it on Uniswap. That costs way too much money in gas. It's just like that $50 I have, I basically don't have it because I can't convert it into anything meaningfully on decentralized exchanges. So I'm figuring out where the difference between Polygon and Matic, or where Polygon and Matic diverge. Polygon seems to be just a general purpose implementation of this scaling solution, whereas Matic is made specifically, or so far has been made specifically for Ethereum. And they have a working implementation for Ethereum on the Coven testnet. Testnet being a identical version of the main network, just where the funds are created out of thin air. Well, where funds are created in a non-proof of work system in order to allow people to test functionalities of the blockchain. So okay, so why Matic? So first off, transactions are slow. That's true. And proof of work blockchains have a limit on the blockchain size. And it takes a certain amount of time to generate a block, which means that more often than not, your transaction has to confirm, which takes time. Then they go on to say that proof of stake based blockchains try to counter these limitations using a staking mechanism. But the blockchains that are able to achieve high throughput with proof of stake sacrifice decentralization.
And they're saying they don't.
So the Matic network solves this problem by using a high throughput blockchain with consensus provided by a selected set of block producers, chosen for every checkpoint by a set of stakers. Okay, so here's where we're getting into the weeds. Those were a few terms that I'm not familiar with myself off the top of my head. Basically, they're saying that they are leveraging the proof of stake layer. This is kind of this is a little bit of a wordy paragraph. Long story short, the decentralization that is achieved is comparable to say the current Ethereum mainnet, and it also provides an extremely fast, less than 2-second block confirmation time.
It goes into how it's actually possible in the following sections when it comes to scalability and block sizes.
So in essence, Matic is saying that its value proposition comes from being able to have fast transactions, high transaction throughput, and to be able to scale. And they also have a size of blockchain, SOB. Hey, this is interesting.
POS miners.
What they're saying with the size of the blockchain is that the chain increases in size as days go by, and that maintaining and validating the whole blockchain becomes difficult and results in fewer full nodes in public blockchains, which poses a risk for decentralization. That is totally true. The Ethereum blockchain is humongous, and most nodes are not full nodes. They're light nodes, which means that they are relying on full nodes to give them accurate and truthful information. I think in theory, if there were enough malicious full nodes, someone could execute an attack on the network, which is a risk to decentralization. Oh, very cool. Okay. In the future, which is grammatically incorrect, the Matic network intends to enable mobile devices based on proof-of-stake miners too. So mining on your phone. Okay, I gotta say, just as a side note, one thing that irks me in white papers is grammatical errors. And I've seen
who's
grammatical
writing
errors.
them?
Well, the founding team, most likely. But grammar errors are sloppy, and a white paper is supposed to be this academic, rigorous paper that has been looked at and, reviewed. And definitely someone has missed a few grammatical mistakes now. Maybe that could be a GitHub contribution of mine, fixing typos for this paper.
Noble work.
They also purport that the high transaction fees of networks like Ethereum is, in essence, the high transaction fees and the variation of the fees is a result of limited block size. So the Matic network enables low-cost transactions by doing large numbers of transactions on the block producer layer. So this block producer layer seems to be abstracting away, or at least eliminating some aspect of consensus through proof of work. And I'm trying to understand how that's happening. But let's keep going. And then the last point was poor usability. Yep. Okay.
It says that they're going to be creating various mobile and web browser integrations tools, and the development team should be publishing the prototype soon. But probably don't hold your breath.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at this architecture. This seems a little more approachable.
You don't want to describe the Plasma framework?
Well, Plasma, using an adapted version of the Plasma framework. Let's see if we can TLDR Plasma really quick. Goodness gracious.
Go down the rabbit hole. This is what happens when you look at these white papers.
This is literally the cryptocurrency research process. I mean, it's white paper, which links to another white paper, which links to another white paper. I'll be real with you, Michael. I am scrolling through this Plasma white paper. This is something you could probably read the entire day. This is 45 pages of research.
Well, the only comment I'll make on it then is I like the name Plasma framework.
I do too. Let's look at the abstract
cool
and see if
that sounds cool.
So Plasma delineates blockchains. Basically, they branch off blockchains and create interesting. Bonding comes up in the Plasma white paper, which we talked about bonding on the Polkadot episode.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be real with you.
You probably have to use Matic to buy.
Yeah. I'll be real with you, Michael. The only thing I can surmise from the quick view of the Plasma white paper is that we're creating basically side chains or chains from blockchains in order to expedite the validation process. Okay.
And it says it's an adapted version. Have you heard of Plasma framework before, and do you know other projects using it?
I have heard of Plasma in the past. I think it came on my radar in like 2018. It's a few years old at this point.
So it's probably relevant to other Ethereum projects or Ethereum itself.
Oh, also what's interesting is that Plasma white paper I was just reading is called plasma-deprecated.pdf. So I guess it's not the actual. Okay. Okay. So as far as how the Matic network functions, it has 4 parts. So first, the user deposits a cryptocurrency asset in the Matic contract on the main chain, aka Ethereum. So once deposited, point 2, the tokens get confirmed on the main chain. They then appear on the Matic chain using the Matic deposit bridge. So, okay, now we can establish that there is a bridge from Ethereum to Matic. Very good. Then, third point, the user can now transfer tokens to anyone they want almost instantly. The Matic chain has faster blocks, approximately 1 second or less, for almost negligible fees. And then, point 4, whenever the user wishes to, they can withdraw tokens to the main Ethereum chain by establishing proof of remaining tokens on the root contract, which was the original contract deployed on the Ethereum chain. Now, my question is, I am sure that you are paying gas to put the asset on the Matic contract, and I am sure you are paying gas to withdraw funds from the Matic network back onto the Ethereum main chain. Let's see if that assumption is true or not. So they have a
even
demo
if it's
version.
true, hopefully the fees are still negligible.
Right, but you would be paying the Ethereum gas fees to initiate contact with the Matic smart chain. But my bet is that there is a thriving DeFi ecosystem for Matic stuff. So
Well, I know in Polygon, the reason why I'm interested in Polygon is because doing research with Decentraland and other metaverses, a lot of them are using Polygon because of the low gas fees and cost to actually use. And it's just way faster.
okay, so the rest of this white paper, well, it has potential use cases. We'll go over that in a second. First, I'm going to just Google Ethereum to Matic. Let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm looking at a lot of articles about how to do it, but there's no clear bridge. Wallet.matic.network. Okay, let's try that. Wallet.matic.network. Bridge. Let's check out this bridge. Okay, so I'm going to have to go into my MetaMask browser. Okay, and currently my connected Ethereum, or my connected MetaMask account has... Okay, so definitely the woe of having a MacBook Pro is that all of my USB-C ports are taken, and if I unplug anything, then this video will cut short. So I'm going to just use my hot wallet. Let me go ahead and switch to my hot wallet on MetaMask really quick. Count one. Yep, sure. So currently, I'm trying to connect my hot wallet, which is a wallet that I keep very little funds in that exists on my computer. No, I don't want to use Trezor One. Okay, this is confusing.
Credit scoring platform. I'm currently looking at the potential use cases, and some of them I did not expect to see. The Matic network will enable platforms for merchants to assess the creditworthiness of connected users via their transaction history. That's cool. This enables merchants to lend tokens to users on the network when transacting with users that do not have sufficient funds. The Matic network expects to use the Dharma protocol to provide tokenized debt to users. Interesting. Games. So I guess the games here is this is mainly for metaverse projects where you can deploy as many in-game assets represented as NFTs. I've seen that before.
Okay. Wow. So my assumption was right, Michael. In order for me to get money from Ethereum onto the Polygon chain using a Matic, or not the Polygon chain, the Matic network, basically getting my Ethereum onto a Matic smart contract is going to cost me $63 in gas.
How much money were you trying to transfer?
0.001 ETH, but it doesn't matter how much money. Well, it does matter a little bit. Long story short,
It's just the ETH gas.
the gas is going to cost $63.50. That's a lot. I mean, but that's the Ethereum network's fault. That's not really Polygon's fault. Interesting. Okay, so Gemini Polygon. So Gemini, you can purchase Polygon and Matic.
Yep.
This thing has been totally sideways for the past year. It hasn't really gone up or down yet.
Which is honest, pretty surprising.
So, okay, we weren't able to get any Ethereum to Polygon in a cheap manner. How about this? Let's do Matic DeFi and see what kind of decentralized finance tools there are. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Aave supports Polygon. So does Curve. So does 1inch. So does SushiSwap. 0x. Interesting. Okay. So if we go to Aave, Aave's website.
So I'm on the Polygon staking, and total validators are 100. It just seems like such a perfect number. Is that by design, or is that just the actual number of validators?
I couldn't answer that. Validators.
Well, it said that there would be 100 to 150 to start with. Right now, there's a total of 100. I'm wondering what's the process to become a validator.
Okay, let me find that out really quick. Polygon validator. I'm sure just like with most proof of stake systems, you need a certain amount of Matic in order to become a validator. Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay, so
$4 billion staked.
4 billion, 100.
40 billion.
Let me see that number. 100,000 million, 4 billion. Yeah, you're right. Wow.
Is that what do you think? Is that a lot or a little?
$4 billion is nothing to sneeze at. I'll say that.
Especially when they've given around $775 million back. But it does seem a little low, the number of validators. It seems like if they really want to be the champion over Polkadot and these other alternative layer 2, layer 0, I don't know how you want to... Polygon goes as a layer 2.
Layer 2, these are like... that's a good observation. Overall, I don't know what you categorize these as. Layer 2 solutions? I guess they are, right?
I think they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 100 seems low. I would imagine it would be like in the thousands of validators.
Right, because with Ethereum... Yeah, so Ethereum has way more validators. Ethereum 2.0, I should say. Ethereum
How
2.0
many?
has over 100,000.
Yeah.
So, interesting. So, Matic is still... It has... there's a fair amount of money in Matic already, but there are definitely competing technologies like Polkadot. I would say overall, Matic seems to support like pretty robust, or has support for robust and established DeFi websites like Curve Finance, like Aave, like SushiSwap. So that's good. That means that people aren't having to build brand new DeFi applications for novel blockchains, which is what they described in the white paper. But getting funds from the Ethereum network onto Matic, still expensive. You still pay gas. It seems like it's probably a better idea just to buy Polygon directly from an exchange, or Matic specifically, and use that for your DeFi endeavors rather than purchasing Ethereum. I think that's going to be a kind of problematic for Ethereum. Only the really big players can justify the gas fees for doing a lot of these purchases, for making a lot of these transactions.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue. And I don't think we really went over the tokenomics behind Matic, so I'll just cover it real quickly. There is a 10 billion max supply. Currently, there's about 7.46 billion out there, so 75% is circulating. Market cap right now is sitting at 12 billion. So when we were talking about there's 4 billion staked, there's a total market cap of 12. Fully diluted 17.
So people are certainly trading this. How does it rank overall?
It's number 14. And overall, it's actually right now the 24-hour volume is down 35%, but it's still nearly traded. It's like the volume of transactions is close to $1 billion. So that's pretty good.
This thing has just been totally sideways for a year. You know, it's had a big hike relative to like 2020 and early 2021, but the price has been chilling. Looks like it had a big hike in May of 2021.
Oh, it's like April, May when everything was peaking.
And since then, it's been relatively sideways. It hasn't changed a whole lot. I mean,
it definitely has followed the correction.
Oh, no, I apologize. I misspoke. This thing is actually increased by 4,318% if you compare it to a year ago. Okay, that's pretty sizable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A lot have gone up thousands of percent.
So, Michael, overall, what's your sentiment on Matic? Would you buy it?
Yeah, I actually own a very small quantity of Matic, and that's mainly because I think layer 2 solutions like Polygon, Polkadot, and some others that really help the scalability of Ethereum and Bitcoin and some of the other larger tokens. I think they're going to be needed, and there's a lot of potential. As well as when I'm exploring these metaverse projects for the first time, I see Polygon and Matic everywhere. So
yep.
It's something.
Yep. Sweet. So
what about you?
My sentiment overall is that I am intrigued. I am going to be looking into purchasing some Matic for use in DeFi applications. Neither Michael or I are financial advisors or provide financial advice, but we're both bullish on Matic. The tools are there. It's pretty easy to get it. If you live in the United States, you can purchase it on Gemini. And it promises what Ethereum can do, but just cheaply and more efficiently. And that's frankly what I've been looking for since the Ethereum gas prices got so crazy a few years back.
And it looks like a lot of Ethereum whales are actually buying Matic. At least these are what some of the recent headlines are.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Candid Crypto Saturday sessions. If you want us to review a token you're interested in, please reach out to us at candidcrypto.cc. We have a shorter domain now. Candidcrypto.cc is where you can reach us.